Hello there. Right, it's that time again. Return of the Nerd is back. I'm going to talk about, briefly talk about this today and also this. Okay, so first I wanted to mention, like, one of my followers, his name is Master Rancisis Figures. Okay, Rancisis was that really weird looking Jedi with, yeah, with the very strange body parts. So he mentioned that, because we were talking about the ROTJ carbacks, the carbonized TIE pilot, and the Imperial Guard, the Royal Guard. I'm wearing my red cherry color today out of respect. So yeah, it turns out that Hasbro Pulse have like an entire playlist on their YouTube channel, which is for the what was it called, Bringing Home the Galaxy, and they're all the videos are all like under 60 seconds. They're kind of shorts. I think for the future, that's actually a really good idea, that Hasbro should do that. Like, they should have, every time you announce a new figure, don't just give us a 3D render image. Like, just make have Eric stand there and make a 60-second video and show us the actual thing, like the product is finished and this is what it's going to look like. I mean, I think that's a lot more, that's a better way to promote your products. But anyway, yeah, so if you guys are wondering, because some new stuff came out recently, like also the 3.75 Vel Sartha from Andor. She's actually revealed in one of those videos, and she looks pretty cool. Although she did get some criticism. Seems like the human characters in Andor are not popular with some fans, but with other fans they're like, no, it's okay. I know there's like the ratio is kind of out of whack, you know. In episode 11, the one that we just saw, there's a couple of like really cool alien creatures, and they actually spend like almost 5 minutes on screen, and they have dialogue with Andor during the prison escape. And so that's like the main kind of like pet peeve with Andor, is there just aren't enough major roles for alien creatures in the TV show. But anyway, back to Vel. Yeah, she's a nice figure, like as you know, an action figure in itself. She's good, and her weapon, I know it looks like an AK-47.
This is the AK-47 assault rifle, the preferred weapon of your enemy, and it makes a distinctive sound when fired at you, so remember it.
But it actually has a stock, which, like, you pull it, it folds out, it rests into her shoulder, like the shoulder button is like this, and it's got like an extending like scope on the front of the rifle. It looks really nice. So yeah, go check that out. It's on Hasbro Pulse. It's probably best that you don't read the comment section underneath. Because yesterday I asked my followers to give me their opinion on what they thought about the carbonized cardback figures. Carbonized have come back. Oh god. So these are some of the comments. It says, "You have to be kidding me with the $70 price tag. Absolutely insane." And the next one says, I usually only write, I kind of like maybe 5 or 6 comments. I'll go down and it's like, okay, that's enough. All right. Already have Imperial Guards from a few years ago that I'm happy with, but I think I need 2 of those TIE pilots for sure. So there's someone who's happy. I already have these back from when you used to charge fair prices. And then the next one, Hasbro, $70 for this is absolutely absurd, and you know it. Your retail partner is going to choke on inventory of these because it's priced so high for what it is. And I gave them a little like, because that's me. I would choke if I buy these, and I'm not going to be able to sell them because the price is so insanely high and my profit margin will be so low. I'll be forced to like just put them on clearance like straight away. So yeah, but some people seem to like those two. One person wrote, "Somehow Carbonized returned."
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Right, let's have a little look at the double pack, the 2.5 pack. You know, Grogu's in there as well. Don't forget little Grogu. So I opened this in a coffee shop a couple of weeks ago, and immediately I thought I had lost one of the accessories, because I didn't pay attention to the back of the box. I really was adamant that Grogu, he comes with that small, you know, the knob on the gear stick of the Razor Crest, and he's like plays with it all the time. So I was like on my hands and knees under the table. I was like rummaging around looking for this like thing that didn't exist. And then after about 20 minutes, my friend said to me, it's not even, you know, it's not even included in the accessories. And I was like trying to embarrass myself in front of everyone. Yeah, it's nice. Look, I've got it on display here because I'm actually in the middle of doing some pics for sales posts. I'm going to pick it up and I hope it doesn't fall down. Yeah, okay. Right, you ready, Mando? Please don't fall down. Here we go. Dun 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 dun. I've got him in a little fighting pose here. Grogu's just watching. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Here's Ahsoka's robe. I like them. I mean, I like the accessories that we've got, the Beskar spear and the robe. It does look nice, but I think again, in terms of the money you pay, it's a little bit cheeky because let me take Din Djarin here. Like, there is he doesn't come with the backpack, the jetpack, not backpack, jetpack. And I thought that was a bit weird because, you know, if you're gonna have Din Djarin, you got to have his jetpack, right? Because I mean, the figure comes with the holes and everything in the back for putting that in there, just slots in, right? We all know that there's lots of different versions of Din Djarin out there in the Black Series and TVC, but just like not giving him a backpack in that package I thought was a bit cheeky. And then I can take this, have a look. You've got the spear, all right, which actually is quite nice. Look at the tip on there. Almost called it an arrow. It's not an arrow, it's a Beskar spear. That clips onto the back. Okay, there's this little clip here, which you can actually use for his pulse rifle as well. Like, you can clip that on, it looks really, really nice. But yeah, it's a bit cheeky that they didn't give you the jetpack. And also with Grogu, I just felt like, yeah, you could have given us the ball.
Grogu, give me the ball.
So Ahsoka is really, really nice with the robe, so you don't need to use the one from was it Rey Skywalker, Jedi Island Rey. She's got a nice robe. A lot of people were using that before. I was as well. So you can just switch to the proper one now. Shoo, and it's soft goods. Yeah, she's really nice, but I was like whinging like a baby a couple of weeks ago when I opened her because her right shoulder popped out, and I was like, oh, it's broken, and it kind of looked like, well, it did look like her breasts, right? So I can show you now. It's a little bit rude, isn't it? Ooh, I say, oh, behave. But then one of my friends pointed out to me that's just probably a factory error because she's got the butterfly joints, and maybe I know these parts look like nipples right in here, but I think they're not deep enough, all right? So it's like, and the plastic here is really, really soft. I feel like there's some kind of problem with this figure. It's like, whenever she does like this motion with her body, it's like she's just revealing her tits. So it doesn't look good, but I can pop it back in, like very simply, like pop it back in very quickly. So it's not like gonna be that much of a problem, but still, I did open another packet, because you know I've got a store and I've got a lot of these, and this was the only one that was like that, so I feel very special and very honored. Thank you very much, Hasbro, and thank you very much to my special Ahsoka. Okay, next I'm going to talk about TVC, and in particular the Dark Trooper Deluxe. Okay, so I got a bunch of these in my store, and it's interesting because like some of my customers will request that, can you please, like they're almost like begging me, like I want it to be mint. And so what I'll do is I'll make a video, close up, zoom in. I'll also take pictures from, you know, like front, back, all different angles, and I'll send them to the client. And you know, a lot of collectors want to have them graded, and why not? That's another part of the subculture, which is quite important. they'll get the deflector cases, and now they'll send them off and get them graded. So you got to. What I do is, this is like the kind of SOP, right? So I get my Hasbro cases. So let's say I've got like, you know, I got a ton of these. I got like 50 of these. I'll just get 1 or 2 of them, open them up, and I'll take all the figures out. So these, you can get 8 in, this one's empty. You can get 8 in these. And I'll check all 8. And usually, I think that to be honest with you, like a lot of the factories in China, they have quality control issues. I usually find on average, like 1 per case is not mint condition. And, you know, especially with the inbox collectors, you know, and TVC, like here, like this is, can you see that on the corner there? It's not acceptable, right? So there's no way I can sell this. And this is why, it's actually why I have such a large amount of figures in my collection and they're loose, is because the ones that I won't sell out of principle to my clients because they're damaged, I'll just keep them for myself. All right, so that my collection is based on those rejects, if you like. So yeah, this one's got smashed in the corner here, and this just looks awful. Oh, and by the way, when I am choosing, you know, which one I feel is the best condition, right? There's always 3 things I go through: is labels, corners, and surfaces. Just labels, corners, surfaces. And if those 3 things are good, then probably the figure is going to be okay, and the collector will be hunky-dory, very happy. Oh, someone did ask me about the Dark Trooper. Is he the same as the one in the rescue set? And the answer is no. Of course, the helmet is different. He doesn't have the gaping hole in his head, you know, because this one, Din has like driven his Beskar spear straight through his skull. So there's this big crack. It looks really cool. But then obviously with the deluxes, no, of course that's not. But you can, these flame accessories that wrap around the body to make it look as if he's, you know, just self-destructed and he's about to blow up. Yeah, of course, that will just fit on any regular TVC Dark Trooper. So you can still use the accessories from the rescue set. Okay, I got some photos to show you. This is from a guy from Belgium, Laurent, and he's figured out how to make a pair of glasses for George Lucas. He has a very simplistic method. What you do is you just take a piece of wire, or you can just use a paper clip, you unfold it, and then he used 2 plastic Lego missiles, wrapped the wire around the edges to give it that circular look, and then just took them off, and then the end result looks really cool. It looks like a real you know, pair of George Lucas spectacles. Right, on my last video I did talk about my disappointment with this guy, and what I was like, why is he not selling? You know, it's so beautiful. Yeah, a lot of people just said it was because of the price point, and they said, yeah, he looks gorgeous, it's a nice figure, but it was just too expensive. So I was like, you know what, damn it, next week is Black Friday, I'm gonna have a sale, so he's definitely gonna be one of the items. To be honest, I just want to move these cases that I've got because I don't have space. I'm going to be getting all these new figures in December with like the plastic free packaging, and like I just don't have space. Like a lot of the small independent retailers like myself, they'll probably agree with me on this point. Like, you know, when you buy from the wholesaler, your goal is to try to sell as quickly as possible so you can make space. I mean, not only is it necessary for cash flow, right? So you can order your next lot of figures, but also like you're very limited by space because these huge companies, they have like massive warehouses and they have a lot more space than we do. So for them, they can kind of hang on to figures a lot longer. So I'm thinking actually to do Black Thursday. Oh, that's a good idea. Why should I wait till Friday? Right, just want to quickly go back to Andor again because it's the last final episode, and there's been a lot of talk about Luthen Rael and who he really is. A lot of conspiracy theories going around on YouTube right now. Yeah, one camp have speculated that he could be a Jedi, and you know, once upon a time he was part of the Jedi Order. Maybe even Count Dooku's one of his first his first apprentice before Qui-Gon Jinn. Luthen Rael. I mean, I think from a book he actually mentions that his name is Rael. I don't know, it's a long shot, but we'll see. Tony Gilroy is really he's really a prick teaser, isn't he? I mean, he's like, with the character development in this show is great, because he really takes his time to unveil who these people are, unmask them and show us who they really are, and just teases us constantly about their backstories, and we just and it's just, I want to know. So I don't think he will reveal who Luthen is in the finale. I don't think that, I mean, even it's possible that he is a Jedi and he wants revenge on Palpatine, you know, after Order 66 and blah blah the Purge. But I don't, you know, Tony Gilroy, there's no way that he's going to reveal that information so quickly in the first season. I think, so that's another, I was like kind of worrying that he might get killed off. And because we know that when we come around to Rogue One, Saw Gerrera's still left, but there's no, we don't know anything about Luthen, right? Is he dead? Is he still there somewhere? No one knows his story, so don't kill off that character. Please do not kill off Luthen Rail just yet. Let him live on for another couple of seasons, and just, so good. Oh, we did have news, actually, that the release date for Andor Season 2 is going to be in 2024, so we're going to have to wait a while, but to be honest with you, the quality of this show is worth the wait. Right, I want to give a big shout out to one of the toy photographers on Instagram. I've been following a long time. His name is Shooting the Galaxy, and this is his recent pic. You know what makes me laugh is like when people like first take up the hobby, and they're like, "Well, I just put one action figure in it. I don't want to," and then it's just they experiment with like different positions and lighting, because they got to get all the technical aspects down and understood. It's hard, and then, you know, then it's like, oh look, there's another trooper in the picture, and another one, and another one, and then after like a short, you know, like very quickly, you know, he's got like about 20-30 figures in one scene. I think it's funny. This is some serious army building going on here, but it's just a good prick to it. I like it very much. This Republic Trooper is an awesome figure. I know it came out, didn't it come out in the Black Series, the 3.75 scale? Remember that one with the dodgy card backs? The bubbles would just bleh and fall off. But I think that this is a repack, isn't it? But it's just on a vintage card back. I absolutely love this figure. Okay, that's it for today. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. And check out my website, my store window, okay? Be in the description below. And I'll see you in the next one. May the Force be with you. This is the way. And what else is it? I am Boba, and on program, I straight.